Blocking 706 original. Yeah. When the lights go out and they all turn their back on you, you know what you have to do. In return, you got a master view. And even though you might suffer from stage fright, when the time comes, you'll be stage right. You've been stuck up in the dark for way too long. You need to come and step into the daylight. I try to surround myself with people who be keeping their heads right, abiding by the Bible, they're supposed to keep on their bedside. When the shine coming, gonna be brighter than headlights. They always coming up to me and trying to get advice. Had to turn harder like no power steering. Had a long talk with myself in the mirror. Had to speak up cause I really wasn't hearing it. Talking to me is like talking to a wall in this period. Yeah, had to wake up, get serious. There had to be something more and I'm curious. Yeah, and I know it for sure. They just wanna see my face put on a shirt. Hey, damn. Yeah, they probably thinking they heard of me when they packed up, let them deserted me. Ha. Yeah, now I'm just trying to get rich and I ain't playing baseball, but I'm throwing the pitch. When the lights go out and they all turn their back on you, you know what you have to do. In return, you got a master view. And even though you might suffer from stage fright, when the time comes, you'll be stage right. You've been stuck up in the dark for way too long. You need to come and step into the daylight. Step into the daylight. Step into the daylight. Come and step into the daylight. Come and step into the daylight. Come and step into the daylight. And even though you might suffer from stage fright, when the time comes, you'll be stage right. You've been stuck up in the dark for way too long. You need to come and step into the daylight. And I ain't believing the lies that they trying to put in my head. I think I got the stuff locked tight at the dreads. You really need to focus on your own instead. I'm just a youngin' trying to hurry up and get to the bread. Talk about chasing the green. Lean, mean, money making machine. If you ain't got the cheese, life is not as complete. But that's the only thing you know when you come from the streets. When you come from the slums. Not everybody can relate to the life that you come, but I still get respect when I say where I'm from. Kiddies in my city pretty wild, still going dumb. Even though the bread's gonna, we just getting the crumbs with limited funds. I'ma keep on doing this for my son, making sure he never in his life has to want. Yeah, have to want for nothing. That's why when I get the check, you know I'll be stunting. Oh yeah, I promise that I'll buy a crib for my mother, plus a brand new whip for every one of my brothers. If I got it, then my brothers got it. They will never have to beg for something I got in my pocket. They gon' be there when I'm making deposits, and they gon' help me count up all the profit. When the lights go out and they all turn their back on you, you know what you have to do. In return, you got a master view. And even though you might suffer from stage fright, when the time comes, you'll be stage right. You've been stuck up in the dark for way too long. You need to come and step into the daylight. Step into the daylight. Step into the daylight. Come and step into the daylight. Come and step into the daylight. Come and step into the daylight. And even though you might suffer from stage fright, when the time comes, you'll be stage right. You've been stuck up in the dark for way too long. You need to come and step into the daylight. Step into the daylight. Yeah, man. July 2020. Drawing board. It's coming.